It says we're live.
Welcome.
Hey.
Welcome to Frog Valley Hour.
So happy to be here.
Nobody's here yet. Nobody's watching yet, but that's okay.
It's all right. It's just for ourselves anyway.
How do we see if people are watching? Is that a thing we can do? Oh, I see
It's
it.
just an excuse to sit around and drink.
There's a little
Ain't that
eyeball.
the truth?
Can you see the eyeball up at the top?
Oh no.
Oh,
There's
there's
one eyeball.
There's one person.
Oh my
here.
goodness. Hello, viewer.
Hi, viewer. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Frog Valley Hour. I'm your host, Grace Jung, and we do this every Saturday at 5 p.m. And, we work on comedy all week long just so we can bring you this show. All right? So lucky you. Thank you for being here. And listen, I have a couple things I want to just get off my chest, because today is the day that Peter Green of Fleetwood Mac passed away. Rest in peace, Peter. And Regis Philbin also passed away. So we lost two. We lost two very significant men in America. And it's also my friend Jason's birthday. So happy birthday,
Jason.
Oh my goodness. Happy to Regis Philbin Day.
Yeah.
Regis.
Yeah. Your 33rd birthday will be memorialized by the death of Peter and Regis. Speaking of death, I nearly joined both Peter and Regis in death today when I was eating scrambled eggs in my kitchen and I started choking. Right? I was full on choking on my scrambled eggs. And the thing about choking on food in your home when you live by yourself is like, it's a very strong first thing to experience in the morning. You know what I mean? I feel like, we don't need coffee anymore. Ban coffee. Just try choking on something as soon as you wake up to start off your day. Okay? Because you will think of your mortality. You will feel the fear of death and God in your loins, and you're going to feel motivated to take on the day. My goodness. No better pick me up than that. I think, meditation during times like this is important, right? Because not only are we choking on eggs and, mourning the deaths of great people who have come and gone on this earth, but, we're dealing with the COVID, and we're dealing with the breakups, and we're dealing with the anger and all that shit, And I think we need to be able to go to a safe space. And if you need an illustration, this is a safe space, okay? Like this is my bed, all right? And I have a lamp. Everything's backwards on this. I have a palm tree. I don't have one in my home. I would like it, but go to a safe space is my advice to you, okay? And in that safe space, I really recommend that you imagine being in the best place ever. And like the best place I've ever been that was so visually beautiful was Iceland, okay? Like, it's so beautiful there. Everything is gorgeous. There's moss, and there's volcanic rocks. There's a beach, and there's mountains and sky. It's really gorgeous. So I really recommend going. I think there's no better place on earth than my bed and you thinking of Iceland, all right?
I gotta say.
What? Yeah.
I disagree.
Oh.
That's the dumbest safe space I've ever heard of. That's the paintings were beautiful. Your spaces are dumb. Here's why.
Okay.
Zero protection. What's safe about it? There's zero armor. There's zero armaments. There are zero guns. What makes you safe here? I'll tell you my safe space, and this is so weird. I think we've been spending enough time together that our artistic cycles have synced up.
Yeah.
I actually also drew a picture of my safe space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Don't be like sad when you see how good it is, because like it's not y'all's fault, okay? Because it's in my blood. See my grandmother is a professional artist. That's the only reason. It's my privilege, really, that I can do this. But this is my safe space. So this is my old patio on my first apartment outside after I graduated college. My very first apartment right here. Let me tell you. So this is These are two trees that I could see out from my patio. So behind, what you can't see, within the apartment, I had multiple cactuses that were ready to be thrown at intruders. Because I was always ready for attack. That's a safe space. I had a ladder that I made that could like get me down from the patio in a fire. That's safe space. That's being prepared. Here's why I'm always prepared. My first and most vivid memory. It's of this fish. It's of being in the waters as a child, being in the waters in Hawaii, seeing this fish. Guess what? It's not real. It's not fucking real. It's not a real memory. It is my most vivid memory. It is my first memory, and it's not real. It's fabricated. I moved out of Hawaii when I was 1.5 years old, and I still remember it. And that's why I don't feel safe anywhere that I don't have defense cacti.
Defense cacti.
Even my memories aren't real. I found out it was a painting like 25 years later. My mom was like, "How were you in the water, Kayla? You were 18 months old. That was a painting. It fucked my whole world. Now I've never felt safe except on that patio."
Wow, that's intense, Kayla. That's really,
Thank you.
Yeah, I could see how you think that would be a safe space. I mean, it's not really the best safe space. I mean, we're here. We got to support each other in these tough times. But I think I have a better safe space, and this is here my vanity, which I drew myself, or at least downloaded from the internet myself. And this really is my safe space. And I mean, I suppose a lot of people might think, sitting in front of a mirror, not really a safe space. Maybe they're, not sure about looking at themselves, but, try to imagine looking at this, right? You feel, here, hang on 1 second. This will help. So, does this give you an idea why it's so soothing and safe for me?
Gosh. Oh.
This is what I get to see. This is why I feel so good about my safe space.
Erin,
I have my stereo. I'm sorry.
Well, I was gonna say that's beautiful. That's beautiful, but I think there's a reason a vanity is called a vanity. Okay. And you're a gorgeous lady, not cutting you down. I'm just saying, ooh, I don't know if that's my safe space. The world, I don't really feel safe, guys. Let's be honest. This is my anxiety illustrated by sharp edges and colors. Do you see that?
Yes.
And there's this teeny tiny little bed. Oh, that's so safe. Oh, so safe. But it's got all these little covers on it, all these little blankets. I used to never sleep naked. You never sleep naked, but I'd always have blankets on because for some reason I was like, blankets are like force fields. If a murderer comes in, he can stab me through a blanket. Somebody breaks into my house and they're rapers. They can't get through the blankets. It's a force field. So there's a lot of blankets in the chaos that is my heart in this world right now. See? So my teeny tiny little, there's no scabies in there. There's no rat mites or bed bugs. It's a clean, cozy, comfy little bed,
Ah.
And cozy, comfy. When I think of cozy, comfy memories, and like the chaos of feel it. That's how my heart feels. And I remember the first time, I felt visually wowed and visually, the very first time I was touched on an emotional visual level. I was a young child, and the Indianapolis Children's Museum, which is the best children's museum in the nation. Okay, that's all Indiana's got going for it. But I love my friends who are there. But they had an exhibit with movable dinosaurs, animatronic dinosaurs.
What?
And I went there, and they have a big
Lord.
cave. And the dinosaurs moved, and they made noises. They're like, rawr. And this guy's like, I'm moving. I know, show, don't tell. So he's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, all right. Look, I get it. I understand now that safe spaces are subjective and relative. My point is, this is a safe space. And I want everybody to be able to express their most horrible, most most awful, traumatic stories here, and we will help you. I'm confident that we can help you. So give it up for everybody who shared their safe spaces, which were, honestly, I still feel like my bed is the best. So whatever.
You know what, Grace? We could do research. Let's all gather in your bed.
I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Somebody's calling me. Wait. Oh yeah, they said that mine is the safest space. So let's. There's this. Okay, like I was fielding questions from people, and the people who responded with their questions with problems in their lives, they were mostly gay men. And so this segment I call "Help Us Help You, Gay Man."
Yes. My passion in life.
And we're gonna take questions from gay men. Or I already got the questions ready to go, and we're gonna help them out. Okay, can we do that? This question comes from Jason of Astoria, Queens. He's asking, why the fuck are the eastern white woodland asters dying in my garden? I do not know what eastern white woodland asters are.
Are they fairies? Are we talking about little fairies?
I think they're racially mixed fairies. I think they're half fairies. They're half Asian, half white.
2020.
They're dying in his garden. How can he save them? Why are they dying in his garden?
So, most plants, when they start dying on you, a lot of people, you can tell pretty easily if it's not getting enough water. That's usually what people jump to. But a lot of people don't know underwatering your plants looks a lot like overwatering your plants. And most people actually kill their plants through overwatering. So these are actually, these are flowers, if I'm not mistaken. And so it's probably the fact that you're overwatering. We just established
that they're fairies. They are half white, half Asian fairies. So, Jason's drowning them to death. Yeah.
Yes.
Jason is drowning his flowers to death. That's the issue.
Usually overwatering.
Kayla just puts her fingers in those plants.
I can come and finger your plants for you. I can check their roots to make sure. In fact, I'm out here by all of my plant babies.
Yeah.
Look at that. I'm out of my fucking mind. I have no portion control. Cats, food, plants, I don't care. Yeah, usually overwatering with plants.
Okay, so he should stop overwatering them. They are not as thirsty as you think. That's
I thought that the eastern, I know a lot about animals, not to brag. But I thought the eastern white woodland asters was kind of like a squirrel family situation.
A squirrel family situation. Yeah.
You know how when a cat's gonna die, it leaves the family and it goes away. So I think the squirrel situation, they're going into his garden. That's a safe haven for their death. It's like that. It's in Japan. They have that
suicide garden.
Huh?
Suicide garden.
It's a squirrel suicide garden. So
the answer is, Jason, you need to go kill yourself in this garden, and your sacrifice through death will save your eastern white woodland asters. Yeah. Okay, so go. Please don't die, Jason. Okay, we are going to move on to Tobias Hauser's issue. So this is a bit long. I will read it to you. Okay, it starts out, I have a hernia. My surgery is on Wednesday. My ex, who broke my heart, offered to pick me up from the hospital and cook for me, but I don't want him to cook for me because I need to lose weight so that I can fit into a pair of golden trousers I just bought in order to find someone as attractive as him. What should I do?
First off, that question is poetry. It spoke to my soul.
Yes, it did.
We've all been there, right? We've all been there.
Yeah, all of us.
Golden trousers. That's the ultimate, it's lose 30 pounds or golden trousers. That's how you get back at an ex if you're going to do it,
Yeah, wriggle your ass into some golden trousers.
Yeah.
Definitely don't hang out with an ex after a surgery. They can film you saying loopy shit and blackmail you. Don't do that. But if they want to cook for you, tell them that they can drop it off in front of your door. Therefore, they're still working for you, but they don't get the privilege of seeing your already beautiful face.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
And hernia, isn't hernia caused by like carrying too much heavy stuff? Is that what? I feel like he's
Carrying their ex's emotional baggage.
a load of this relationship, and he shouldn't have to. He should be free to buy it.
Free as a bird. I agree.
Yeah, like he should not have to carry the weight.
Yeah, you know, do what a real adult would do, and pay a caretaker who is a complete stranger to come and care for you and your hernia. You do not need your ex to pick you up at a hospital. All right, there are plenty of other people who could do that for you. Okay, let's move on to this guy. My husband has flat feet, and it really impacts our relationship. Not our sex life, though. Jomis Tucker, which is obviously a pseudonym. He did not want to give away his name, but this comes from Jomis Tucker of New York.
So obviously no foot fetish then. We can rule that out. Unless it's a flat foot fetish.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's very vague about how it impacts a relationship, right? Like, how does a flat-footed person ruin one's relationship?
Maybe one of them has a passion. Maybe like the non-flat-footed one has a passion for hiking.
Or ballet, hiking or ballet. Like maybe he likes, every year on his birthday for his lover to dress up and do a little point routine in the bedroom, and he's not going to get it because flat feet. Ooh, sorry, it's going to be hard.
Yeah. I think. Okay, so I asked my friend like more questions. I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, my husband actually has a foot fetish. So this went in the opposite direction, Erin. He's like he likes looking at women's feet with high arches because that is something he does not have. He does not have a vagina, and he does not have high arches. So it's like the things that he doesn't have is dry.
Covets. Yeah.
Grass is always greener.
Right.
Always greener.
Yeah.
Way greener. Yeah. But I guess this will really impact their hiking.
Military life.
Military life, yeah.
You can just forget about that.
In fact, Jomis Tucker is a military man himself. Yeah, he served in the military in Switzerland. Yeah.
I mean, maybe I feel like if my it was bone spurs. I was gonna make a joke about anything that my partner has in common with Donald Trump as a turnoff, but then I remembered it's bone spurs he has, not flat feet. So throw that joke in the trash.
Yeah. Well, okay. Are we done helping out Jomis Tucker with his flat-footed husband issue?
I feel like Jomis could also. It's probably Thomas Tucker. Like, maybe improve your anonymous name skills. Maybe, sweet friend. Like maybe you could be Captain Iceland or something. I don't know. Like, I think we know there's a little flip flop there. You made it a little too easy for us, friend.
Yeah. Maybe cut off your husband's feet. I think that'll solve the problem. If he doesn't have feet, nothing will be flat. Problem solved, right?
We all like a merman, right?
Yeah. Turn him into a merman. Yeah, chop off his feet and then fit him into a fish, a dead fish, and there you go. You can. Okay, good, great.
Will you appreciate, Kayla? Were you just about to show your feet? Was that?
Not on purpose, but actually, I have giant, beautiful, sweaty feet. So hit me up, Mr. Jomis.
Oh my!
I have nothing to do, and I've got these bad boys. So let's just.
Wow, and you got some. You're very flexible.
Graceful.
Yeah.
So graceful.
So much grace in that. Okay.
That's a dance minor right there. That works.
Yeah.
Speaking of Grace.
Yeah. What?
Just you, because we're talking about Grace.
Oh, are we? Yeah. We're always talking about me. It's like, get over me. Stop talking about me all the time, people. We're going to move on to our last segment, which is everybody's favorite segment, which is us. We're going to do some jokes, man. We're going to do some jokes. And I encourage all the viewers, all 6 of you, to please type in a word, any word in the comments box, and we will make something happen for you. We will turn them into flowers and bouquet and donuts and anything and everything that you love. Speaking of flowers, though, I really think that flowers need to really decide what they're about, right? Because, you know, flowers are very beautiful to look at, but they're also deadly if you have allergies. You know what I mean? So, like, are you beautiful or are you an asshole? Like, make up your mind. You don't get to be both, okay? We have too many Instagram models who are already like that. We don't need more of them. I feel like, you know, people with allergies, you know, have it real bad because, like, flowers pollinate the air. They make the air deadly. You know, flowers are biological war weapons, if you think about it, you know? Like, what if everybody just had allergies and then, you know, you just go to, like, a botanical garden and then your whole military's wiped out? You know what I mean? It sounds awful. There are some flowers that are dangerous if you eat them or touch them, right? Like lily of the valley, which sounds so pleasant. It sounds like a fairy godmother who's going to grant you princes and whatever, some nice things. But then no, she's going to fucking kill you, okay? If you go anywhere near her, she will murder you, all right? Stay away from her. I think the occasions that we give flowers is also, you know, like really arbitrary. Like you give flowers for, like, to congratulate people, like on their wedding, prom night, Mother's Day, right? Baby shower. And then it's like your funeral, right? Like, what are you congratulating there? Congratulations, you're dead. Right? You finally did it after all the years of wishing to die and get out of this stupid, horrible sheep-like life. You're dead. Congrats, you made it. It's over for you finally, you know? And it's a good thing you're dead because I brought you some lilies that are gonna fucking murder you anyhow. You know? We got a word here from Nalani, one of our big supporters. Let's give it for Nalani. Nalani says the word Play-Doh. And folks, please keep the words coming, folks. The more the merrier. But as for Play-Doh, I was once told, like, my nickname was Grace, who has the Play-Doh-like face. And I really appreciated that because I felt like, you know, I was breaking stereotypes. I was a pioneer. You know what I mean? Like, people always like, oh, Asians are not expressive. It's like, well, I am, you know, like this one is, right? Play-Doh-like face, you know? And like, that's the thing about having a Play-Doh-like face is that I will never be able to lie successfully. You know, whenever I'm disappointed in you, which is like all the time, it's written in my face. All right. No matter what gift anybody's ever given me, as soon as they hand it to me and as soon as I open it and I say thank you, they always say I'm sorry. You know, because they can tell that I fucking hate it, you know, and it's a tricky thing. If you ever want to give me a gift, get me Bulgari's white tea perfume. Okay, that's the best gift you can give a Grace Jung. All right, you can never go wrong. Mountaineering, Josh Ogle says mountaineering. I have never gone mountaineering. I think I went like mountain hiking maybe like 4 times in my entire life. I hate climbing and walking on mountains. Like while I'm doing it, I'm just like, why am I doing this? This is horrible. It's so awful. Kill me now. And then of course I get to the top and it is very beautiful, right? Like the view is absolutely gorgeous. And you're like, oh, this is what I've been doing that horrible trek for. This is what, but is it worth it? I can't even tell because I'm so lightheaded and out of breath that I don't think I could even enjoy it. You know, thank God we have phones now. We have phones and we could document these moments and that's all good. Good. Okay. Keep the comments flowing, folks, and that'll be it for me. We're gonna move on to our next person. This comic, she's fucking amazing. She's so funny, you guys. Please give it up for Natisha Anderson.
Princess, but I saw that my friend Jill's here, so I'm gonna do golden doodles instead. Yeah. Okay, show me a word, two people. Thank you for being here, everybody. Yeah. Okay. Golden doodles. Did we all know golden doodle dogs? Like, look at this guy. Golden doodles are adorable, right? They're adorable. Golden doodles are fancy rich people dogs where they breed a golden retriever and a poodle, and they make a Muppet come to life. And they shit truffle sauce.
Oh.
But a golden retriever and a poodle, like that's like stupid meets stuck up, you know? That's like off-putting meets hyper. Those two specific breeds of dogs. But the thing is, if you look deep into their eyes, they have the most human eyes. Human eyes. One look into their eyes, and you know that sorcery is real. Some wizard got together with the trophy wife of an investment banker, and she was like, "Oh, here's an idea. What if we transmorphisize the butler into an adorable puppy? I'm smart, titties." So she paid him, and they made this dog, they Frankenstein this creature. But you look into their eyes, and you know a person is trapped inside. They're like, "I used to drink coffee. Now I'm a dog. I used to have a wife. Now I have a chew toy because I'm a dog. I used to read books. Now I eat books. I'm a bad dog. I used to hate cats. Now I really hate cats." And every time you give them a bath, like they try to drown themselves, and they're like, "Please release me from this curse. Put a bullet through my brain. Let's play fetch, and I'll fetch a knife so I can finally end it. I'll sit in the car. I'll sit in the car with the engine running. I wish I could play dead. I wish." Okay. But it's like they can be up to 3,000. I love them. I want one. Okay, hear me. I do want one. And I've looked them up. It can cost up to $3,000. $3,000. What? $3,000. That's like half a fake tit, you know? That's like a golden retriever and a poodle and buy a suite at a hotel and get a starter set. Do you know what I'm saying? You can make your own. You can get a beater car that you could live in, you know? And so, okay. So that's that. Yeah. So I'm going to try. Do I have time? Yes. I'm going to do a word. Here we go. Yes. Well, human eyes for sure. Is there a word? Okay.
Unicorn.
A unicorn? Okay, yeah, unicorn. I love unicorns. I love unicorns because they're magical, mystical creatures, and they're not real. And don't we all want to believe in something that's not real? Especially something, Rainbow Bright. Remember Rainbow Bright? She had Star Bright, which was like this horse that like traveled on rainbows, you know? And it was like, rainbows, he's so pretty and he's so kind. And like, he was a queen. Like, if you go back and look at it, he was on fire. That rainbow was like flames behind him, and I was like, yes, he was strutting down that rainbow, you know? He was like strutting and shaking, and he was like, yes, do it, horse. But the thing about him, the thing about him that I love though is that he got away. You know, like he could make this like magical rainbow that he could trance upon, and he could go to any magical world. He could leave the trailer park. When I was a kid, I couldn't leave the trailer park. You know, it got dark. Okay, I'm sorry. True, right? But he could just, you know, like go on the horse, and you could go to like the Indianapolis Children's Museum and see the movable dinosaurs. Or you could go, I used to have a daydream in 5th grade. That, you know how you get those little, this is off track, but you get those little like capsules, you put them in water and they turn into sponges. I used to have this like reoccurring daydream that I had one of those, I put it in water and it turned into a triceratops, but then it turned into a real life triceratops. And I named her Debbie. It was my like Debbie. And then Debbie could like gut my like 5th grade nemesis. It was Brett Durham. Debbie would gut her. Yeah, every class I would sit across, I would be like, "You don't know what's coming for you. I'm gonna get some water and I'm gonna create Debbie and I'm gonna ride her. And maybe she's gonna dance on rainbows and she's gonna gut you because you split my bra strap."
so
in my
good.
dream.
She's so great. I'm a fan of Debbie. You guys, oh my gosh. Are we ready for the next comic? I think I'm ready. I'm fucking ready to do this. You guys, this next person, she is so funny. She's so talented. Give it up for the amazing Erin Mohr.
Hi. Oh my God. I'm so excited to be here, guys. I'm Erin. I'm a trans woman. Oh, thank you, whoever that. Anyway, so I made a few mistakes when I was transitioning. You know, there's a steep learning curve to becoming a woman, and I guess the biggest mistake I made is getting rid of my boxer shorts. Really, my boxer briefs. I shouldn't have thrown them away. They feel so comfortable, and I threw them away, and then I was like, oh wait, what are these boy shorts things? I could buy boy shorts. They're not the same. They're not comfortable. They're not even close to being as comfortable as boxer briefs. Now I'm gonna have to date some boy, and steal his underwear. And why do we get the icky word for underwear? Why do we get, panties, right? Like, and panties literally means little pants. And men wear little pants too, right? We all wear panties. That's what I'm trying to say. We are all panty wearers. I get a lot of questions about sex. I do. People are curious. I wonder how I have sex. And let me tell you, I'm pretty versatile. I can be the top or the bottom. Like the pitcher, catcher. As I like to say it, the bagel or the banana. Yeah, or like, I could be the banana if somebody wants to be the bagel, although I prefer to be the bagel. But if I got to be the banana, I can banana like the best of them. That makes sense. Honestly, this is just an excuse for me to say banana over and over again. That's all I really need to. Does anybody? Okay, let's see what we have in the chat for words. Model trains. You guys want to hear something really kind of dirty?
Yeah.
Like,
always.
When I was a kid, oh God, I can't even. Should I do this?
You've already started. This train has left the station.
Okay. All right. I'll just let it out. This will just only live on the internet forever. So who cares? So my grandmother had a pillow with that vibrated, and it was a battery operated thing. If you pressed on it, it would vibrate, and that was I stole it from her house for obvious reasons. I was young blossoming child. Anyway. I ran out of batteries. Suffice to say, I got MacGyvered the thing. I hooked it up to a model train controller thing and variable speed type deal. It was delightful. That's all I have to share about the model train vibrator sex toy I made. There you go.
Yes.
Are you guys all right? Thank you.
Yeah.
Erin. Yeah, I mean, I wish my grandmother had a pillow as elaborate as that. My grandmother's pillow was just full of beads. It was the most uncomfortable pillow I have ever put my head ever on. Okay, like you would think a pillow would be comforting. It was as hard as rocks because it was full of tiny rocks. All right, folks, are we ready for our last comedian? Yes, we are. Folks, let's give it up for the amazing Kayla Esmond.
Erin, I totally get you. I fucked everything that vibrated in my house growing up. Like, Some things that didn't. All right. None of them were people. They were all inanimate objects. No person wanted to fuck me in high school. But anytime an electric toothbrush came into my house, I was like, that plastic wants me. It wants me so bad. Grace, did you say earlier that there's a stereotype that Asian people aren't expressive?
Yep.
That's so weird. I've never heard that stereotype before.
Do you live in Hollywood? They say it all over Hollywood all the time.
That's so great. That's weird to me. Like, I guess it's like I haven't been in California long enough because there's this idea that like the South is super racist, and we are. But that's because America is super racist. And I have to give the South credit because there were a lot of stereotypes about different races that I never heard until I moved to California. Because our education system was so bad, I'd never heard of these races before I moved to California. You know, I didn't know the stereotypes that Armenian people are scammers because I didn't know that Armenian people were, you know? We didn't have any stereotypes about Korean people. We didn't have Korean people, you know? We had white people, we had black people, and we had Mexicans. And it didn't matter where you were from, Cuba, Chile, you were Mexican, and that's how the South works. You know, it wasn't a redneck from the South that came up with some of these stereotypes, you know, the really specific ones. Like I hear weird stereotypes about super specific races, and I'm like, all right, look, we didn't come up with that in Texas. Some SNL writer hired by Lorne Michaels, who graduated from Harvard, was the one who came up with that. All right. I'm glad you survived your egg ordeal. That sucks.
Yeah.
Because that's why I don't swallow my eggs. I spit. All right. That's
No.
why right there. There's nothing that makes me happier than saying something sexual like it's a groan from Erin. Like, I don't know why. I guess I'm just out here trying to get sexual groans from Erin. What can I do?
Aren't we all? We all are.
Aren't we all? I've been
Little
trying
later
to...
Frog Valley After Dark.
Frog Valley Hour After Dark. I've been trying to find some like mental peace recently. I've been spending too much time on social media. And social media is rough because like I feel like everybody's just flexing on me all the time about things I don't have, you know, like fancy cars, fancy clothes, serotonin. I'm just like, why are you rubbing it in my face? So I'm trying to take this break. I've been meditating more. That means it all. I've been meditating at all. I never meditated before. I need my meditation app to check its privilege, because I keep sitting down to meditate and it totally takes me out of it every time. It's like, because they're a little out of date. They're just like, oh, breathe deeply. There's nothing, the things you're worried about aren't affecting the whole world. You're not worried about anything that can kill you. And it's like, you don't fucking know me. Okay. Meditation from January 13th, 2020. You don't know me. All right. Don't tell me about myself. No, I've been trying to meditate because I can't go to therapy because I can't afford it, because I still owe my last therapist money. I've been inspired to go to therapy because a friend of mine is trying to improve himself, which means he sucks now. Why is it that like anytime a woman is trying to improve herself, she like, oh, this is so like 90s comedy. Why is it every time a woman's trying to improve herself, she goes to therapy? Every time a guy's trying to improve himself, he gets on a supplement banned by the UFC. And then eats some terrible airplane food. Okay, all right. I'm gonna do some work. Pashmina. All right, y'all don't want to watch me pretend to know what a pashmina is. That's just gonna be sad. Wolverines. So let's talk about Wolverines, because the only Wolverine I care about is played by Hugh Jackman. And here's why I care. He's sexy. If Wolverines, the animals, were sexy, I'd care about them. But they didn't have the decency to be sexy, so I don't care. They could be endangered. I don't know. But I love, like, I love Wolverine as a character because I love the fact that they took one of the hands down gayest actors, and I'm not talking sexually. Like, he could fuck women, the man's still gay. He's a Broadway star. That's amazing. That's a compliment for me. He can tap dance, he can sing, he's gay as hell. And they made him Wolverine, this jacked, badass superhero. And that's progressive, you know. I think that's what Bernie stands for at the end of the day, is non-sexually gay men playing ripped superheroes. Did I misunderstand his platform? Did I read it wrong? Penis, says Jeremiah D. Frog. You always get, you know, Noodle is another one we have in here. Golden showers. So golden showers. Okay, that's my light. Golden showers sound like something I'd love to have if they were real, but what they actually are, I don't want. All right, thank you so much. My name's Kayla.
Yeah.
Woo!
That was Kayla Esmond, everybody. That was Kayla Esmond. Yeah. Yeah, Hugh Jackman's totally gay. That's also my theory. I absolutely believe he's gay, along with George Clooney.
You were talking about that the other day. That's right.
I am.
Yeah,
you totally scooped my analysis. So fuck you, Kayla. Not only is Wolverine super duper gay, every time he has his opportunity, he will show his ass in every single X-Men movie. And I think there's like 19,000 X-Men movies, and Wolverine is in all of them, and he's always showing his fucking ass. It's insane. Hugh Jackman, you go, girl. I love your butt. You guys, I know some of you girls have shows tonight. You guys want to plug anything, Erin?
Yeah, in about 2 hours, I'll be performing at Flappers. Go to flappers.com to find out more. That's it.
Natisha, you also have a show tonight,
Yeah,
don't you?
Okay, I will at 7 p.m. LA time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. I have a show with KO Comedy. It's a Zoom show, and you can RSVP. It's free. You can RSVP at KOcomedy.com, and the lineup's great. I'm super excited about it. Yeah!
Amazing.
I'll second that. I saw the lineup. Let's go.
That
lineup, but it's not
that
aired.
lineup looks stellar. Sorry, Erin, but I was really impressed by the lineup that Natisha thought. But
everybody said Natisha's thing.
The one thing you won't get in Natisha's lineup is you won't get Erin Mohr. So there's your dilemma tonight, folks.
No.
All right.
Yes,
so
thank you.
your Saturday is just booked, fully booked, folks. What? Go ahead.
Can I pitch something that's not even me?
Yeah.
My buddy Scott Collette, he wrote a Lifetime movie that's airing tonight at 8 p.m. on Lifetime.
All right, Scott.
If you're into Lifetime movies and you don't want to see Erin or I, check out Scott's film.
Yeah, check out Scott's Lifetime movie tonight.
Yeah.
You go, Scott. You go, girl. Like Hugh Jackman's butt in an X-Men movie. Yeah. That's our show, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will be here again next week. See you next Saturday. Love you. Say bye, everybody.